cracking the Liberty Bell?
Ali, Ali.
Who really gave that bell a smack?
Ali.
Who punched it so hard that the bell did crack? Hit it so hard with an awful whack.
Ali. Muhammad Ali. Ali's always getting blamed for things he didn't do. Just because he likes to scrap and maybe sometimes few. People want to blame that man, although he wasn't there. Maybe we should take a look. The blame could well be shared.
Who rode the ride of Paul Revere?
Ali, Ali,
That midnight ride for a country dear.
Ali,
Who made the ride of Paul Revere? He rode so hard and gave the British fear.
Ali. Ali's always getting blamed for things he didn't do. Just because he likes to scrap and maybe sometimes few. People want to blame that man, although he wasn't there. Maybe we should take a look. The blame could well be shared.
Who dumped the tea in the Boston Bay?
Ali, Ali,
Set fire to the ship that was sitting in the bay.
Ali.
Destroyed the tea so our country could be free. Dressed up like an Indian, who was he?
Ali. Ali's always getting blamed for things he didn't do. Just because he likes to scrap and maybe sometimes few. People want to blame that man, although he wasn't there. Maybe we should take a look. The blame could well be shared. Ali, Ali, Muhammad Ali.
On a warm, sunny day in a neighborhood a lot like yours, the gang is having a club meeting. Donnie is president and is speaking.
Hey, you guys, I was just thinking. We ought to do something different this summer.
Oh boy, here we go again.
Yeah, Donnie. Every summer we start off the same way and end up doing the same things we were doing last year.
Hey, Eddie and Jennifer, can't you give a fellow an even break?
The very same words he said last time, too.
What else can you do in the summer besides swimming, hanging out in the woods, and making blueberry pies?
We want to do it too. Hey, can we? Huh?
Andy and Kelly, we haven't even decided what we're going to do or if there's anything to do.
Mr. Vice President, I think you should be using some of that gray matter upstairs to help us find something else to do.
Look, old buddy, I've really been trying. In fact, I was thinking all winter long and still haven't come up with anything yet.
In the meantime, just outside the clubhouse, you see two funny-looking characters running very fast. And as they reach the clubhouse, they run to the back, peep out to see if they've been followed. It's Mr. Tooth Decay and his sidekick, Sugar Cuba.
Oh, boy, I guess we can rest here for a moment. Sugar, Cuba, boy, I never had to run so fast for my life before.
You can say that again, boss.
Sugar, Cuba, boy, I never had to run so fast for my life before. I don't know why he don't mind his own business.
Yeah, we're just having a little fun. Shucks.
And the nerve of him walking around with
Toothbrush, boss.
oh, just the mention of that word sends chills up my spine.
Now, at that same time, Charles and Timmy are walking towards the clubhouse. They meet Ali, who is looking up and down and all around for that terrible Mr. Tooth Decay and his sidekick, Sugar Cuba.
My friends, have you seen two funny-looking characters running amok around here?
Hey, aren't you Muhammad Ali?
Yes, indeed. That's who I am.
Wow, the greatest!
and the fastest.
Wait till the gang hears about this.
Yeah, Charles, let's go tell him.
Hey, wait a minute. May I come too?
Oh boy, you sure can. Wow.
Mr. Tooth Decay peers around the clubhouse. He sees Ali, and he nearly faints. Sugar Cuba is holding him.
Oh, no. What we do now, he's coming right this way. Be quiet. Hush. Don't say one word.
But I haven't said.
Shut up.
Did you hear something?
Ooh.
That's just the kids inside. Come on, champ. Sorry, late, Bart. Yeah, we're slightly detained, man. Okay, just sit down.
Hey, that's Allie. What's he doing here? Oh, he's so big and handsome. Wow. Let's get his autograph.
Me first. Wait till you pop. I don't believe it.
Hold it. Calm down.
Allie, what you doing here?
I have a new battle coming up.
Win! With who?
This is a different kind of battle, and I have to train just as hard. Eat the right kind of food, and good, healthy exercise won't hurt either. This one's against Mr. Tooth Decay and the terrible, terrible things that brings that nasty Mr. Tooth Decay around.
Oh.
And his sidekick, Sugar Cuba, too.
Boy, that sure is a big job.
Very true, but it's one we can all win.
All of us?
We want to do it too. We want to help. We want to help too.
Now there's a project for us to work on.
You mean to tell me that all of you were looking for something to do over the summer?
Yep, that's right. Every summer we look for things to do.
Now listen, this is very important. This is not just a summer project. I wish it was as easy as all that, but I'm afraid it isn't. Mr. Tooth Decay can do and has done a lot of damage, and it will be a continuous fight, constantly all the way down the line. Listen close, all you kids. I'm so bad. I eat for breakfast railroad spikes.
Oh!
Yesterday I murdered a rock,
Oh!
injured a stone,
Oh!
hospitalized a brick. I'm so mean I make medicine sick.
Oh!
I've tussled with an alligator,
Oh!
wrestled with a whale,
Oh!
handcuffed lightning, throw thunder in jail.
Oh!
Gang, I murdered a dead tree
Oh!
and drowned a drink of water.
Oh!
I'm bad. Bring on Tooth Decay. Then there's Willard Willie Black. He works with a chain, latching on to your teeth and causing you pain. Now, I'm gonna tell you how you can all get into the fighting. Because what we're gonna do to Tooth Decay is really exciting. We've got the stuff to run him away from here, just like I did George Foreman over in Zaire. Get your dental floss ready. Your toothbrushes, rushes, loaded and ready for action. The news is out and this is the latest. They won't have a chance because we are the greatest.
Ali, I'd like to join.
Me too! I also want to join!
Hey now, those are just the words I like to hear. Ali and his gang versus Mr. Tooth Decay.
Hooray! We're out of this game now! Oh boy, when do we get started? What do we do?
We've got a lot of work to do.
But before we do that, I've got someone I'd like you to meet. Come on, let's go. Follow me.
Did you hear that, boss?
Of course I did, you idiot.
What are we gonna do now, boss? What are we gonna do now, man? What are we gonna do now?
Don't worry about that. All we got to do is reinstate our old plans. They work every time. Sharpen up our tools. Have you ever heard of children who don't like candy and ice cream?
Yeah, boss. Cake, soda. I can go on and on.
Very rarely do I ever fail at my job. And those little squirts will only make it easier for me. Now listen, this is my plan. First, we find shelter.
Right, boss.
Just a little space, not much.
Yeah, how about a corner of the clubhouse?
How ingenious of me, of course. Where they least expect. A corner of the clubhouse.
In the shingles.
Where else?
Boss, you know, I really like...
I know. To see anyone munch on a piece of sweet is absolutely divine and neat. Then I get to work. With my hammer and my drill, with my chisel and my skill. My deed will be done cutting through the enamel. Sugar paves the way to the valley of the tender nerve.
Oh, indeed. What a pleasure to taste. To slowly melt around the hardness of the enamel. The ease and squeeze all through the teeth. What a treat it is. La, 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 la.
La 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 la.
And off they go to seek shelter from Ali and his gang.
Now everybody stay together. We don't want to lose anyone. Hold it a minute. Where is Andy and Kelly? They stopped in the store to get some ice cream.
Ice cream? Oh, no. The storekeeper is about to hand over ice cream to Andy and to Kelly.
Hey, what's the matter here?
No, that's no good for his teeth. Stop. Too much sugar can cause cavities.
What do you mean? You gonna deny these kids ice cream on a hot day like this? Hey, man, that's like taking candy from a baby.
Oh, come on, Ali. It is hot today.
Listen, kids, I've got something better for you. I know it's very warm today, and we all need something to cool us off. Ice cream like what you might get in this store has a lot of sugar in it. That's one of the major things Mr. Tooth Decay delights in. I've got something that's better to taste and much, much better for you. My bus is right down the street. We'll all squeeze in and go see a very old friend of mine.
Hey, wait a minute. You Muhammad Ali.
Yes, indeed. That's who I am.
Tooth Decay. Oh. And now I understand what's happening.
It's the mouse.
Yes, storekeeper. We're starting a campaign to fight Mr. Tooth Decay and his sidekick Sugar Cuber too. And what do you think about that, old Blue Eyes?
Hey, you know something? That's an excellent idea. I wish I could come too.
Yeah, we have a big crowd as it is with the game. Maybe next time we'll call for you.
Wow, this is really something. Hey, wait till Sammy and all them cats say here about old Dino will never believe this. Oh, howdy, Cybert. Don Cybert. Guess what just happened here?
Gee, was that who I thought that was, the heavyweight champion of the world?
Yep, he and the kids are starting a campaign against Tooth Decay. So I'm told. Now, I like that. I want to join the fight, too. You know something, man? He was here, standing in this store on that floor in my store, man.
The gang is driven to a house on the top of a small mountain.
Gee, kids, it's nice out there seeing all those beautiful, healthy cows with those beautiful babies, feeding them their good raw milk. Mother Nature sure knew what she was doing. Hey, look at the chicken over there. I wonder what he would say if he could talk to us today. And looking at that chicken standing there on the side of the road, it looks like he's hitchhiking or something, huh? I bet his mother loves him too.
And sitting outside of his door is a black man of some years. As he sees Ali's car arriving, he gets up to receive him. He is a large man of great stature, with silver hair and a large, warm smile. His teeth are as white as pearls, and his words are kind and as soft as his eyes.
This is it. Everybody out. Brother St. John, I want you to meet my friends. Roll call. Donnie, Eddie, Jennifer, Heidi and Holly, Michael, Darlene, Charles, Timmy, Andy and Kelly, Sunshine and Stanley. Meet Mr. St. John.
Hello, hello. Oh, what a fine bunch of young people you have here. Come on in. Come on in. It's always good to have youngsters around.
Hello there.
Hey, look at all the fruit trees.
Peach trees.
Pear trees, too. What's this, Brother St. John? What kind of fruit is this?
Dates. And here's some figs, too. Everything that's good to eat and good for you. Keeps your body in the prime of health. Come here, children. There's something else I want to show you.
Look, everybody, a garden.
Not just a garden. This is a very special garden. It's totally organic.
Organic? You mean nothing was used in that garden that was artificial?
There you go. That's exactly correct.
Oh, gee, the flowers are so big and pretty.
Well, not only do I plant flowers for their beauty, but I also plant them to help keep unwanted insects away from my vegetables and fruits. Mother Nature has a marvelous way of keeping her garden healthy. Our bodies are like Mother Nature's garden. We have to know what is good and what is bad for us. Candy, cake, ice cream, all of those great tasting things are really terrible for your teeth. Believe me, I love all those things, but I have my own way of getting around most of them. I make my own preservatives, bake my own bread from whole wheat flour, and even make my own ice cream, sweetened with those very dates right over there. But most important, whatever you eat, you should brush your teeth right after every meal.
It's like taking a bath every time you get dirty, huh?
Hey, Brother St. John, I've got a smart bunch on my hands.
Sure wish we had some of that real ice cream now.
Wait a minute now, not so fast. Did you children have lunch?
No.
Now, even though I know my homemade ice cream is the best, there are certain rules that I apply to my own lifestyle. For instance, good eating habits.
And good eating habits call for good oral health.
Come on in. I'll fix some lunch, and while we're eating, I'll give you some inside information on the do's and don'ts of oral hygiene.
Grumbling at the back of the clubhouse, you hear two sniveling little characters.
Now this is one of the biggest ventures we've ever been on.
What you playing, boss?
Little do those squirts know that I have an ever-present friend of mine around, which is foe to them, and most of the time they can hardly see it.
Willie Flack. We came up together. It's always good doing a job with him.
Did someone mention my name?
Good to see you again, Willie.
You know, I'm always around to do a good job for the boss. Yeah. I got the black chain just ready at your beckon and call.
Excellent, excellent. Now this is what we're gonna do. Willie, you take the chain and go around town putting up delicious posters of cake and ice cream and candy.
Oh boy, it all sounds so exciting.
Will you shut up and let me finish? Of course it's exciting. Now, Willie Plack, make sure you put the posters in strategic places, exactly where those little know-nothings will see them and drool for want of all those delicious goodies. All the delicious goodies, all the delicious goodies.
Excellent.
Sugar Cuba,
Yeah, boss.
you get busy stashing little sweet things around the clubhouse. Go on now, hurry up. They're bound to be back any moment.
Now that we've gone over how to prevent tooth decay, what do you think you could do to educate more people about good dental health?
I know! We could draw posters and put them in our neighborhood stores, reminding people to practice good dental care.
And you know what? I could get some booklets from my dentist. Every time my mother takes me to the dentist, he always gives me your comic books about how to brush your teeth and stuff like that. How about that, huh?
Wow, we could get a whole bunch of them and start giving them to people on the street when they are going to and from work.
That's right. People like to read things while on the bus and subway.
You can also ask your parents to help. Ask them to find out if your community has a fluoride program.
One of the main ingredients used to battle that terrible Mr. Tooth Decay is natural fluoride.
And if it doesn't, maybe they could encourage one. Be sure to use fluoride to harden tooth enamel so it will resist acids and bacterial byproducts produced by eating sugar.
That's right. The family that brushes together stays together.
Brother St. John, how come you're so interested in dentist stuff?
Well, now, I thought you'd never ask. I used to be a dentist many years ago. Even though I'm old in years, I'm very young in spirit. And if I can help anyone practice good dental hygiene, by George, I'll do it.
Brother St. John gave me this giant toothbrush that I might carry it around in my back pocket all the time. I'm always ready.
I think we better get started.
Yep! Back to the clubhouse, gang!
Here's a picture of that terrible Mr. Tooth Decay. Be on the lookout for him. His main sidekick is Sugar Cuba, but he's got many more. He's got another friend by the name of Willie Plaque. Now, plaque's a sticky, colorless film of harmful bacteria that is constantly forming in your mouth. Willie Plaque and Sugar Cuba get together to form harmful acids.
Those decay-causing guys are produced within minutes, and immediately they attack the enamel. And whether those acid-forming guys destroy the enamel really depends mostly on the resistance of the tooth and how long they are in contact with the tooth.
Brother St. John, how long does it usually take for Mr. Tooth Decay to get started?
Most of the damage is done within 15 to 20 minutes after sweet foods are eaten. That's why it's so important to use dental floss at least once a day. Plaque recolonizes on our teeth every 24 hours.
Wow, I like sweets.
So do I, but I eat them only with meals and make sure to clean my teeth thoroughly after. Instead of sugary snacks, I substitute foods such as fresh fruits and vegetables, nuts, cheese, popcorn, pretzels, milk, sugar-free drinks, sugarless candy, and sugarless gum.
Oh boy, doesn't that just sound great?
Oh, come on, we can do it. Let's go.
One more thing. The one thing that Mr. Tooth Decay hates more than anything else is a toothbrush. So I'm giving each one of you a toothbrush. Each one has a length of dental floss so you can hang it around your neck to remind you of the importance of using floss and brushing your teeth.
Thank you. Sure glad to meet you, Brother St. John.
Come on back now, you hear me? Anytime, come on back. I'll be here, and you'll be welcome.
Brother St. John, till we meet again. Who knocked the crack in the Liberty Bell? Ali. Who really gave that bell a smack? Ali. Who punched it so hard that the bell did crack? Hit it so hard with an awful whack.
Ali's always getting blamed for things he didn't do. Just because he likes to scrap and maybe sometimes do. People want to blame the man, although he should take a look. The blame could well be shared.
Who rode the ride of Paul Revere?
Ali,
That midnight ride for our country dear. Who made the ride of Paul Revere? He rode so hard and gave the greatest fear.
Hey, look at all those posters on our stand. Where did they come from? I don't know. But it sure looks good enough to eat. Looks like somebody's ahead of us. Where did they come from?
Don't you worry about that. The job can be won. And everybody out, get ready to bout. This won't be easy or fun. Get ready to knock him on his buns.
Andy and Kelly get out of the car first and run into the clubhouse. Ollie and the rest of the gang follow them. In the clubhouse,
Oh,
at that moment, Andy has just bitten into a huge piece of sugar cake. Kelly is about to do the same.
Hold it! This looks like the work of my arch enemy. His trademark, sugar cake. Oh, looks like we've got trouble.
Hello, guys, Sugar Cake. Hey, champ. I think Andy's got a bad tooth.
Looks like Mr. Tooth Decay has set in already. Oh, he's set in already. Better get your dental floss and your toothbrushes, and let's start right now.
If I could just keep my greedy mouth shut. Oh, Brother St. John told you. Don't remind me.
Let's clean out this place. Let's clean it out now.
I took down those sweet posters that someone put up.
Hey, gang, let's take this toothbrush of mine and put it over the door. Because Mr. Tooth Decay won't have nothing to do with the clubhouse that has the protection of a toothbrush. Let's use this toothbrush from now on as a symbol of good oral hygiene. Timmy, please go out to my big bus and get that dental floss, and I'll place it right near the toothbrush. Good idea, man. Hurry up.
Let's take those other posters and draw pictures of Mr. Tooth Decay on the other side. We'll post them all over town.
I bet those characters are hiding around here somewhere.
In the meantime,
What are we gonna do now, man? What are we gonna do now? Hey, man, what are we gonna do now?
That toothbrush. Get me out of here.
Boss, oh boss, I better get the boss out of here. He looks like he's about to fade away.
What's happening?
Willie Platt, you gotta help the boss.
Hey, Sugar Cube, there's no way I can help the boss with dental floss and toothbrush on the same dude. No way, baby. Bye.
There's a hole in the shingle. You gotta get out of here. Come on, boss. You gotta get on out of here.
I'm too weak. The toothbrush, I can't stand it. Oh.
Right now, we gotta get out of here. I'll be doomed to. Hurry up. Hurry up.
Boy, we got to be more careful. Let's hit the wind.
and they're off and running as fast as they can to get away from Ali and his gang.
Andy had to go to the dentist. He's got a bloody big cavity now.
Boy, Sugar Cuber will sure let you know when Mr. Tooth Decay has been doing his dirty work. When old Sugar Cuber gets in the cavity, boy, does it hurt.
Sometime it takes an example.
Yeah, and especially if you're a hardhead, like some people we know.
We caught it in time. Who knows, Andy could have lost a tooth. You see, that only goes to show that regular checkups is a must. Regular checkups with your dentist can catch tooth decay before it destroys the tooth and becomes painful. Dentists can apply fluoride to your teeth to make the enamel stronger and more resistant to decaying areas.
Muhammad Ali, we can plainly see, is fighting Mr. Tooth Decay. Every kid is glad to give Ali a hand today, but the fight is tough. And sure enough, Mr. Tooth Decay wouldn't stop. He'll grind those teeth and go beneath with the help of a lollipop. He has been around, and he has found that children who eat sweets are just the ones we always find crying in the streets. Toothache, toothache, it hurts me so.
Ow!
Just what will I do? Call Ali right away.
Hey, Ali!
What he says is true. Hey, kids, always brush your teeth at least 3 times a day. After meals is the fastest punch to put Mr. Tooth Decay away. Hello again, everyone. This is Howard Cosell at ringside. Muhammad Ali stepping into the corner of the ring, going into his familiar shadow boxing routine, looking over at the opponent. This time, the opponent is Mr. Tooth Decay. And as one looks at Ali, one has to wonder what he's thinking. This is the greatest adversary he has yet faced. Tougher than Joe Frazier and tougher than George Foreman. One has to wonder, is the confidence really there this time? Can Ali put away Mr. Tooth Decay? If he can, it'll be the greatest victory yet in the strange and varied and almost incredible career of the heavyweight champion of the world.
Sugar Cuba, come here. I want to whisper something to you. When I get through with Muhammad Ali's left jaw, mind you, the President of the United States is going to sign a proclamation declaring it a disaster area.
The fight's on with skill and brawn. Who do you think will win? Mr. Tooth Decay just gave a punch. Hit Ali on the gun.
He's down, Sugar Cuba. Look, he's down. He's down.
Come on, Ali.
Listen, kids, I've got something better.
With a big surprise in Muhammad's eyes, like lightning, he gave a punch. Down went Mr. Tooth Decay.
One,
Sure,
2,
I had a hunch.
3.
At the count of 3, we can plainly see Mr. Tooth Decay is back, fighting like a tiger that jumped out of a sack. Bam, slam, hit, and slam.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please, your attention please. Judges Sinatra, Shanahan, and Havens have all scored this fight tonight unanimously and still heavyweight champion of the world, Muhammad Ali and his gang.
Hey, gang, looks like we won round 1.
The kids all cheer. What they hear comes from Muhammad's heart. Following his words of wisdom, Mr. Tooth Decay can't even start. The knockout punch comes after lunch when Sugar Cuba is gone. We leave this bunch of rascals lying in the lawn. Lollipop, sugar shake, chocolate sweets and pie. Willie Plack has a broken nose and a great big puffed up eye. Muhammad Ali and all the gang are so proud to say, with a knockout fist and a fancy twist, they put Mr. Tooth Decay away.
Greatness. Listen, Sugar Cuba, greatness is not great. I will show Muhammad Ali the greatness he would like to be the next time we meet.
Ali, we find, has a determined mind, and for kids, he won't turn back. He'll beat that Mr. Tooth Decay, who really is a quack. Mr. Milkshake will have his way. Chocolate fudge, he just can't budge. And so to the dentist, we make our way. And now, a special thanks to the American Dental Association. From yours truly, Howard Cosell, Muhammad Ali, Ossie Davis, Frank Sinatra, Richie Havens, Bernie Morrison, Donald Siebert, and the Ali Gang for helping us create the greatest children's story ever told.
And don't you forget Dick Lavsky, the music man, sweet music. He's next.
America, we call upon you parents especially, to join in our drive to destroy Mr. Tooth Decay. Stand tall and support our fight, all of us together. Once again, Howard Cosell reporting from ringside, and thank you very much.